it just takes it a minute to actually go live, so I'm just going to stand here until it actually goes live, because I want it to start whenever I start. Crickets are loud. Frogs?
Frogs.
Oh. I've just got the tripod in the side pocket. If you want to take it out, the little... Hey Matt, how's it going, man? Welcome. How you doing? I got Angie here today, Nervous Rider, helping. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so we're ready. We are rolling. I'm gonna go ahead and take this and put it on the tripod. And it's gonna be Sunday fun run day. How I don't even know how to say that. Sunday fun day run. Okay, it's
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Tuesday, Sunday, Monday. All right. Okay, we're ready.
Flip that around so I can.
Yeah, there we go. So do that, and then we're ready. We're rocking and rolling.
Okay.
All right. So
hey Matt, how you doing?
Yeah. So anybody with the first name Nick and wants a shout out, just remember we don't do shout outs anymore, especially for birthdays. So that's all good.
I just won't do shout outs at all. Be that simple.
All right. Okay, guys. So we're here today. The pump is still broken. So I thought about bringing the big pump down, but the problem with that is it's a whole lot of water. It's 4,800 GPH, so it's massive. We were working with a very small pump just over here a couple days ago, and it's decided to kick the bucket. So essentially now we're still going to be running just with this fella here, and we've actually got, I think I've got a bit of a hole in the side somewhere, but that's okay. But we've given the screen over here, if we can see the screen, a really good clean. So we haven't got half as many roots that were stuck on there, and that's going to help the recovery process along quite a bit. So I know that we have some tailings just over here that we could run today. However, I'm going to try and just go through that with the detector first and see if there's anything big in there. So we'll do that on a later day, but today I want to just get stuck right in, and I want to start running some prime material just coming off the bend. And all right, well, if you guys are ready, I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and put our retention ring inside. And for those of you who don't know what the purpose of the retention ring is, it's just to hold the material inside the trommel just a little bit longer to get washed a little bit cleaner. So that's just going to go over here. Popping that right in. Got a nice, it's popping out. Nice clean trommel to work with. So, all right, we're ready. I'm going to go ahead. And someone did suggest to me a couple days ago, or actually it was yesterday or the day before, they suggested me to turn the battery off whenever I'm not actually loading the trommel. There's two parts to that I'll talk about, but today what we'll do is we'll try and actually turn it off whenever there's a big pause in between, just to conserve battery life. So I want to thank whoever suggested that. I want to welcome all my moderators coming in. You guys are doing a fantastic job. We got Laneberry here. Make sure you subscribe to Laneberry. He's got a great channel. We might have Rustic Rich Originals tuning in. We might have Mr. Big Pipes. We've got Nomadic God King might actually be here today, which would be great. And there's quite a few others, name redacted. So I just want to welcome everyone. And just remember, this is kind of a family-friendly stream. So let's just keep it jokes kind of toned down to a minimum, and let's all learn and have fun. You know, I appreciate you all being here, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you. Also, we have today with us, last but not least, we have Nervous Rider here helping out with the camera work. So if you guys have any questions for her, she actually runs a channel. It's called Nervous Rider, and she works with horses with very difficult behaviors. It's all excellent information. She has extreme experience with these things. And if you have any questions about horses, horse-related stuff, if you want to know anything about that, tune into Nervous Rider's channel. That's Nervous Rider. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask away, and she's happy to help answer. All right, guys. Thank you. We also have one other moderator I forgot about. Our newest moderator is the new Pirate Lord. So she might be in today, so just give her a welcome. And all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started now. So the first thing we want to do, obviously, we don't want to run the tailings. So you can have a look over here. We've got a whole bunch of this stuff here that I know is still going to have gold in it. And the problem is, because I haven't got the sluice box set up, I'm going to kind of have to run this before we get started on the prime stuff. But that's not going to be much of that deal, problem. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to switch on. Trommel's here running. And today, what I'd like to do is I'd like to take this mat here. This is basically like an indicator mat. It's not really designed to catch a whole lot of gold. It just kind of gives me an indication about what might be coming out of the trommel, out of this stuff here. So rather than actually clog up all these mats at the top here, I might actually pop them out. Come over here. I'm going to pop out this mat here, take it right out. And what I want to do is I want to just kind of have this stuff sitting right here, just where we've got our little indicator, just sitting right there. So that can kind of give me some idea about what might be coming out of this stuff. Okay. Now, as I said before, we don't have the pump hooked up. We do have a water feeder, which we're going to have to feed today until we get the pump fixed or get another pump on there. Okay, so we're just going to run this material. I'm going to grab some water and we'll be right back.
Yeah, so Lean Bear's right. The machine is called a trommel. It's like a big washing machine, basically, or a tumble dryer. You put your dirt and your material in here, gets fed through the top, and it goes down through here. And there's some little bars inside that flip the material over, so that when the material goes through, it gets washed and cleaned. And then it spits out the rocks at the back, and all the smaller material, which hopefully has the gold in it, goes through here, through this little mesh. And that's how it works.
We're going to pop this mat out here because, as I said, what we really want to do is we want to see what the indicator mat says. I'm not too worried about losing much of anything, but if that indicator can tell me sort of what's going on, I'm going to be happy with the results. So, okay. Popping it into there.
So this is the feeder, where we pop the material in. Fill that right up. And now we'll begin to wash through, so we'll come around this side and have a look. And you'll see it in action now. It's like a big washing machine. Rinses everything off. It's a little bit harder today because he has to feed the buckets of water in, whereas when he has a pump it works a lot quicker. It's a lot more even. So you get a slightly different result hand feeding it in. So we go. Yeah, the pump unfortunately blew up. So the pump is not working. Need to get a new one. And you can see it retains quite a bit of dirt further in. You get up closer, have a look on the inside. I don't want to get the phone wet, but you can kind of get a good look there. And I can actually zoom in and show you how it works as it goes round. So those little L-shaped brackets are working as a paddle and pushing the material out. We'll move back out. You can see he's still got some water there even after he's finished throwing the water out. It retains water for a fair while. So it's still washing. Yeah, the pump not working. It's unfortunately, tragically passed away, so we need to let it rest in peace until we get a new one. So he's filling up, getting ready to come across and feed the mouth again. And you can see that the material is starting to come through fairly quickly. Looks like a big chocolate milkshake. Slow down a bit. And the end material there is how well it washes. So you get a good washing. If you were to take that green retaining ring out, you wouldn't get your rocks cleaned. Thanks, Lean Bear. I was about to do that myself. You don't need those kinds of things on here. Not good. And despite it being winter, it's actually quite warm today, so it's a lot better than it has been over the last few days. It's starting to warm up. We're coming into spring soon, so once spring hits, it'll be really a lot more time spent doing it. So he's over there getting the water. This is what he's got to do. Good physical work. Good way to stay fit and healthy. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button if you can, please. Got 251 people and we've only got 27 likes. Let's give him some likes. Working hard. Yeah, CRH, he does run the tailings 2 to 3 times afterwards. So he will run all of this again and then possibly do it a 3rd time, depending on whether he gets a pump. If he gets a better pump and a spray bar, then we won't have to worry so much. But yeah, he will run them again. The whole machine? Yeah, sure. So this is the battery terminal side. We've got the hopper that goes in. And then on the other side we've got our pulley system, and that is, try and show you. They're run by a windshield wiper motor. It does a great job, and heavy duty, and works really well. And then it's on a trolley that came from a place that recovers and resells items that nobody wants. So that trolley was a good little buy. You can do this very cheaply if you're smart and if you're not worried about aesthetics. Now, when you're looking for gold, nobody really cares about what your trommel looks like. If you're that vain, then you want to have a lot of gold. It's that simple. But it's not what it looks like, it's how it performs. So this one performs really well. He's built several trommels over the years, and I've seen all types of trommels that have been built, big ones, small ones, miniature ones, hand ones, electric ones. This is probably the one that performs the best for the manoeuvrability as well, being able to be portable. Yeah, you probably could get a siphon going. Although, without a pump, it's not going to work here because we're above the water line. We'd have to be down below the water line, or even with the water line, for that to work well. It won't work. But he'll replace the pump whenever we get into town. Don't go to town often. Too far to get there, so. Now I'm just going to move these tailings here out. Oh, poor Wormy. I'm going to rescue him. Look at him. He's like, help me, help me, help me. All right, darling, I'm helping you. There you go. You can see that you're right. They are a little dirtier today because we don't have the pump going, but they will get reworked, so they'll clean up nicely next round through. No, there's no restrictions for us because we own the land. The only restrictions that they would have would be if you dig below 20 metres. So say a mining company bought this land, they would then have to go jumping through hoops, environmental hoops and all sorts of things to be able to do anything. But surface gold, no. What you find on the surface and within so many metres is yours. 2 grams, you reckon, William? Welcome, William. How you going? And everybody, welcome today. Yep, William Allen. Everybody subscribe to Lean Bear and William. William hasn't got anything on the channel yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to end up putting something on there. We want to see something. So he's getting down to the bottom of this bit here. And the poor bugger has just lifted 16 massive cattle panels that weigh a tonne from back in the 1950s before we came down to here and did this today. So he's probably a bit buggered. because of that.
It's okay. I'm like a Duracell battery sometimes. I can just keep going.
Yeah.
She did most of the work.
No, I didn't. I could hardly even lift the saddle onto the horse this morning, let alone lift up one. They weigh a ton, those cattle panels.
I think saddles weigh more. And by the way, guys, Nervous Rider here, she's got a channel of her own where she works with very difficult horses and horse behaviors. So if you don't mind.
And my own difficult human behaviour.
Difficult human behaviors as well. So a great channel.
If you want to see someone who's petrified of horses work with a horse, come and watch me.
Yeah.
And you will see some tears, you will see some jumping off and flying off, you will see some bad accidents and all sorts of stuff. It's been going for a couple of years. And
again, that channel is Nervous Rider, 2 words.
A lot of people think it's a motorbike channel. Funnily enough. So,
you do ride motorbikes?
Well, I do, but not.
Sometimes she'll ride the quad bike on there, so it's pretty cool.
I'm frightened of that as well. I'm frightened of everything. I picked up a worm though. I'm not scared of worms or bugs.
Just don't get caught on that lip of that metal there.
No. So we'll come back down here and have a look. Miguel, if I had kilos of gold, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be long gone. This is a harsh environment. It takes a tough person to survive out here. Most people won't. A lot of people come out here and then they leave very quickly. They spend the summer and the winter and they go. They never come back. It's too extreme. But if I found a gold bar, I'd be gone. I'd pay someone to come and grab my horses and I'd be already gone. Never know though. Looking for gold can lead to other things as well. And we have found a diamond, a rough diamond here, which actually was a clear rough diamond, which is rare, quite rare to find. But it was only small. And I've lost it, believe it or not. So it's somewhere, I just don't know where. I hid it for safekeeping and then I don't remember what I've done with it. So how are you going with all that water? Like that's heavy.
Pretty good. Like the thing is, a lot of people don't realize, I mean, you can still recover gold this way. It's just a lot more manual labor. But
yeah.
The trade-off is you're having to put more work in, but stay fitter.
That's right. It's a lot of work. Okay, guys, we've got 520 people and only 65 likes. Let's make it 100 if we can. Please, that would be great. And Lean Bear's absolutely right. Try to be kind to one another because you don't know what someone's been through. And it doesn't hurt or cost anything to be kind. You'll get along better in life if you're nice to people. So Ricky, it's called a gold trommel. It's a piece of equipment that works like a washing machine, cleaning. So here's the mouth of it. Cleans the material and the material comes down through here, rinses and washes out. Spends a few moments in here and then it comes out here and this is how it looks. And we hope the gold has fallen through there. So some of it will be in here because you can't get all of it 100%. It's impossible, really. Ah, hold on a second. Hey, can you have a look at this? Oh, I don't want to lose that. Oh my God. Is that gold? I think that
no.
it isn't.
Sometimes, that's the
It
thing,
bloody well
sometimes
look like
rocks
it.
will look like gold. They have a bit of a sheen to
It
them.
look like it. I
But,
thought, oh my God.
It's all good.
I was just seeing some.
What we do have is we have bits of quartz coming off of here as well.
Yep.
And so, you know, we will lose a little bit to this slip plate. The focus of the slip plate is basically so we can see what's coming off of there, but hopefully we're getting most of
I
the
got
washing down
excited
there.
for nothing, and that happens several times a day.
That's all right.
But hey, better to be excited than not,
That's right. We all need some excitement.
especially when you live in the middle of nowhere and it can be dead boring.
Exactly. It's completely.
Okay. So it's pretty much done through all that. And here we
Chuck our
go.
pan down here, and we're going to make sure this is clean.
We're at 91. Let's get to 100 before this pan gets done. Come on, guys. We don't do the pan till we get to 100.
So we've got a nice clean pan. Thank you. So I'm just going to sit that here until we can get to 100 likes, and we're just going to talk a little bit about operational standards of the can't even speak, Trommel. So there's a lot of
Here,
questions.
you hold that. I'll get you some
Yep.
more water.
There's a lot of questions going around just about the functionality and things and what it's sort of set up to do, what it's not set up to do. And it basically is, it's purely about this simple principle. We have a very limited and precious water system that we have to make sure that we do not ever disrespect. So there's a handful of things that go into that. So pretty much what we're looking at is something that is run purely by 12-volt battery. So it is relatively silent. There's no petrol involved or anything like that. The other thing is it is water conscious. We have a retention ring on the inside that holds both the material just a little bit longer and the water just a little bit longer, so it can actually wash the material just a little bit more thoroughly until it comes out this end and comes shooting down there. That's where we want most of the classified material to come. You'll see some of it's landed over here, but this all comes to refining the process. One thing I do want to take care of is these little plates here are designed to hold that mesh in on the actual frame. I need to get some little blockers that will prevent that water from pushing out this way. And so basically, yeah, we're just going to come along here and just wash that back in. Yep. Yep. Very gently. Yep. There we go.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. You're doing really good. Doing excellent. Okay. And so basically, yeah, it's a way to retain the water with this particular trommel. And there are a lot of trommels, particularly in North America or all over the Americas, that are basically, you'll have the entire centrifuge is pretty much like this stuff. And that's okay if you have a whole lot of water to work with. In our case, we've got to work with a machine that is completely solid on the centrifuge that's going to not allow for any of the material to escape. So we need that to churn up because we're dealing with very heavy clays, as you can see. Like there's a lot of clay content that comes out of here. So essentially, that's pretty much how it works. If anybody has any more questions, I'm happy to answer them. And we've got Nervous Rider here today. She's doing a really good job of helping out. We're definitely over 103. Thank you guys so much. That's excellent. All right, so I'm going to pop this back to Nervous Rider. And just before I go, Nervous Rider has her own channel. I'd like you guys, if you could, just check out her channel and subscribe. And she's got a lot of great content.
Okay, now let's get back onto the gold. That's what everyone's here for, the gold. Let's go. I'm going to go wash out through again.
So one thing we've got to do, that's okay.
That's on me. Hang on, I'm thinking
right.
this on this.
One thing we've got.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
That would have been a scare.
One thing we've got to do is we've got to make sure that the trommel, the inside of the trommel is completely clean. And you might be able to see There's just some little parts up there that are still churning around material. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to take the retaining ring, just going to pop it out very carefully. I'm going to put it just over the pan, just like that. I'm going to wash off any gold that might be stuck to the retaining ring, number one. Then we're going to set it here, nice and clean, out of the way. And we're going to start to slowly just wash out whatever's in the trommel. And remember, we've got this little mat down here, the indicator mat, to check and see what we're losing out of the slurry tailings. So we're going to gently wash that down.
You can hear the frogs. I don't know if you guys can hear the frogs in the background, but there's tons of them over here. So they sound cool.
Yeah, lots of frogs around here. Sometimes periodically you can actually see a little bit of gold coming off of that chute.
Let's have a look.
It's not a guarantee, but sometimes it does happen.
There's a little bug it's rescuing here. Look at him sitting on the end of the tree. Poor little thing. Off you go, buddy.
Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now, we try and get the trommel as clean as possible, but if we have a look on the inside here, what we're basically looking for is these paddles. They need to be just basically free of any debris, and just in along here as well. Just going to give that a quick little wash. And then we can sort of then get on to the fun stuff. So what we want to do, we're going to power down the trommel now. Everything's on the machine is stopped. At this stage, we're going to lift up the little apron here. And this is where we're going to carefully do the right thing, actually. We're going to get our pan, and we're going to sit it up here on this little tailings mountain we've made. We're simply now going to take this little indicator mat that hopefully it's caught a little bit. And we're just having a look here. I'm not seeing anything that stands out correctly, but we're going to dip it in there anyway. And ideally, what we want to do is we want to have this telling us that there is no gold that has been caught in that slurry. Why is that? Because we want the mats on the inside of the machine that we normally have, which are these things here. So let's show that one there.
Yep.
We've got those to catch everything. And if they're not catching everything, that means we've got to do a little bit more in revising how the trommel operates.
Guys, we've got 1,700 people in here.
Oh my
Can we
goodness.
get a few more likes, please?
That'd be amazing. Got some wonderful people in the chat today.
It would be much appreciated.
Thank you all so much.
So I hope everyone's having a lovely day or evening wherever you are in the world, and hopefully your weather is good too.
That's right. So we're going to come over here to the wash hole.
All the frogs have gone quiet now.
They heard me coming, yeah. Okay. All right, so for those of you who are new to gold panning, gold recovery, or that sort of thing, I'm going to show you how to pan. So basically, in this instance, we have a pan full of what's called concentrates or cons. So what you want to do first is you want to submerge your pan, making sure your pan stays level to the water just like this. And ideally, you're going to do this over a bucket, not over a water basin like this. You want to take your hands just like that, holding your pan, work that material down, and what happens is the heavy stuff is going to fall to the bottom, the light stuff is going to stay on top. Okay? Basically, this is the process now, what's called liquefaction. Okay, so now we're going to start what's called stratification. Basically keeping your pan level to the water. I'm just going to basically do like a washing machine type of movement. If you do this, you're not going to get very far, okay? We're not driving a car. What we're doing is we're trying to agitate the material to allow the heavy stuff to drop to the bottom. just like that, and keeping the pan under the water. I'm the worst for this because I want to have the pan up here so I can see it's a little bit easier to move. If you have it up there, there's a risk of you having your gold fall off the side. Not all the time, but it can happen. Okay. Keeping the pan like that, we're agitating. So we are stratifying the material. Side to side. Now at this stage, what we're going to do is we're going to classify and eject the material. So we're going to tilt the pan, shaking side to side just like that, until we're at a bit of a 45-degree angle. Do you see that? Okay, so we're right here, and then we want to stop. We just want to have a look in the pan, have a look on your sides, because sometimes gold builds up on the sides, and if you get too crazy and wash it all out, you're going to be losing gold. So, stop there, look at the material. We're going to eject just a little bit off the top. Don't ever do anything from the back, because that's where a lot of your gold will be sitting, is the back. Okay, and now we're going to repeat the process. Put my pan back down there. Agitating the material. We are stratifying.
And you have a symphony of frogs behind you singing.
That's wonderful.
While you're doing it.
That's what we like.
Welcome all the new people into the chat today.
Welcome.
Make sure you
Hi.
like and subscribe. And make sure you hit the notification button so you'll know whenever he's out and about doing gold again.
Thank you so much. Got some excellent help here today. Got Nervous Rider here. She's got a great channel, so make sure you subscribe to Nervous Rider as well.
And to the moderators as well.
And to our moderators. We've got Lean Bear, we've got a whole bunch of people here. And guys.
William Allen.
Yep, William Allen. Make sure you pop your @ symbol in the chat so people can see that and click on it, and that'll be great. Okay guys, now one thing I want to show you all. In this pan, we have something a little bit special, and that is we've got a bit of a nail. It's a bit of like a rusty nail sitting here. Do you see that? What that tells us is we are working in an area where heavy material is falling out. So ironstone, or like bits of iron like that, we do have ironstone in the pan as well. But you want to be looking for anything like nails, rusted bolts, or anything that's going to be nice and rusty. And that's generally where you're going to find your best gold. Lead travels with gold because they're similar in weight. Also, you want to be looking for broken up bits of quartz. You see all those little white specks in there? That's a good indicator as well. Ironstone, heavy, dark sort of rocks. And generally, if you don't see any of this stuff, what you want to be doing is you want to be digging in an area that is a low pressure zone, number one. You want to be getting as big and heavy rocks as you possibly can in your pan. And you've got the best chance of finding gold very quickly. Okay? All right, so I'm going to chuck this fellow out. And now we're going to try and do our reveal. So we're going to reveal the gold. Work down a little bit more. See, we're just doing this one-handed now. Just a little bit. Getting off the tip, just like that. And you got to remember, you can be as careful as you want, but you got to know that gold is 19 times heavier than water itself. So if you're careful, you're not going to lose much. So don't take forever with your pans, but just try and be conscientious. And the more practice you get, the better you're going to get at finding gold. So now remember, this pan here, what we're looking for is to not have any gold in this particular pan. Why is that? Because like I said before, we want the mats up the top to be doing their job. And if there's gold in this pan, that tells me we've got a long ways to go before we perfect this machine.
I saw something, I think.
And we do have, there was one little speck over
one
there.
speck, I saw it go.
So,
there it is.
remember that?
Oh, it's moved again. You swished it a bit hard.
Yeah, I probably need to rough
There
this
it is.
pan a little bit more.
Oh no, you moved it again.
Yeah, just give me a second. We'll eject a little bit more material. And we'll try it again.
I'm blind as a bat, but I can see gold a mile away. Oh, I can see the rocks that are yellow. Is there a magnet that exists that catches gold? No.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately
Gold's
not.
not magnetised.
The hope is that AI can figure out a formula, an atomic formula, that can make such a thing.
It's not
Possible.
magnetised though, is it?
No.
So you can't, it won't work like if you go and pick up a rusty nail or something.
Exactly. However, magnets can help you find gold, because if you basically get a whole lot of black sand that's got to be separated from the gold, that can actually, you can make a sluice that has a magnetic riffle system that will trap a lot of the gold.
Can't find it.
Simply because the black sands are magnetic.
I think I see it right on the corner there. See that little speck? There.
No.
That's not it?
No.
It's shining.
So, the good thing is, I know I did see one in here.
I thought I saw one too,
The
but
good thing is, there's really not anything in this pan that I've got to be worried about. Even if there is a microspeck in there, I'm generally catching most of it in those mats. Nope, we do have it just here. It's going to be impossible for you to actually see. So I'm going to grab the camera.
yeah.
I'm just going to
I
zoom
see
right
it.
on
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that's the one I was looking at.
Very tiny little microspeck.
Yeah.
Just right here.
Bit of
Can you all
dust.
see that? That right there is the losses that came out of all that slurry that we were washing earlier. Just there. And so what we want to do is we're going to say, okay, that's totally fine. I can live with that. I can totally live with that. Now, guys, thanks for sticking around. We're going to go ahead and start actually running some material. Okay, thank you.
Good job, guys, at smashing the like button. We're at 181. Let's make it 200 if we can.
That'd be great. Okay, so we're just going to clean out these mats.
The more the channel gets likes, the further it goes afield and the more people get to learn about how to do this.
Yep.
And let's, let as many people in the world as we possibly can know how to do this so that they can supplement their incomes or whatever it is they want to do and get healthy and fit.
That's right. That's a great way of looking at it. Now, for anyone wondering why I'm getting these mats wet before I put them in, simply because there are little air bubbles. You see these little air bubbles in this mat? If you got too many air bubbles in your mat, it's not going to trap gold like you pin it. So we want to make sure it's all good and wet before we stick it in. Just like so.
Yeah, so Stu, what he just found, a little tiny speck, he was hoping not to find because we just ran tailings. So now we're going to run raw material.
And see, if I'd found gold in that, a lot of gold in that, that's actually a bad thing, believe it or not. That's the only time you don't want to see gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it goes to show he's picking up what he needs to be picking up with the mats that he's using, which is good, which means it's working fairly well.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys with Nervous Rider here, and she's going to be able to answer a few questions. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab some material. I'm going to grab this bucket, and you'll see me coming going from just over there. So I'll be back soon.
Hi Cod Fishing 180, welcome back. How you doing? And yes, the wetsuit is a good idea. It's a fisherman's waders,
They're great.
and they work beautifully. When it's summer, you don't have to worry so much, but when it's winter, you want to stay fairly well warm in this kind of weather. Although it's warm today, but the water's actually quite warm today.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
It's pretty good. Okay, guys, here we go.
You got your pump?
Yeah, take it.
Yeah. So I'm only wearing gumboots, so I'm not going to go in because I don't even have any waders anyway. I'm just going to watch from here. And we can watch what he's doing. And bye, Ben. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for subscribing, guys. David and Cubas Prospecting. And guys, we just hit the 200 likes. Thank you very much. That's fantastic. We've still got 496 people. So we could do a little bit better, I reckon. Maybe we could do 10 at a time. Let's see if we can get another 10 or 20 likes before. Let's see if we can get 20 before he finishes the bucket. Play a little game. Race the clock. Let's beat him. The horses are going well. I actually got past my nerves and got on one today, so that was really good. And she was actually really well behaved. Had a good day. Good morning. Had a bit of trouble yesterday with the little fella. He didn't want me touching his hoof. He's got a bit of a split in his hoof, so did what I had to do, but it took me a long time. But yeah, but they're all going well. Thanks for asking. How have you been? I hope you're well. I think I saw Rachel earlier from the other day. Hi, Rachel. I didn't say hi because I didn't want to interrupt. Well, while Josh is talking, I like to just keep quiet. So what's he doing? So David, he's actually, at the moment, he's using what we call a yabby pump to basically get any debris off the bottom of this area of the creek. And directly underneath there is some bedrock. So he's getting what he can off the surface so that the bedrock will be exposed, because that's where the gold will sit and is where the high pressure zone is. So he's been doing this area for a few days and he's getting, results that are showing that there's definitely stuff falling in there. We've just got to keep at it and try to get as much done before it rains again and moves everything along again, because gold moves every time it rains. So, which is a good thing, because what happens is we can clear this whole area out and then 3 weeks later a whole heap of new gold will come on through. So it's a never-ending place of gold. It just comes off the hills and we're at the bottom, so we collect it.
Would you be able to throw me my scoop?
Yeah. Yep, I see it. Oh gosh, can I throw? My goodness me. Here we go. See if I can do a baseball throw. Who reckons I can get it over there? 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Perfect shot. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I almost destroyed the crown jewels. Don't want to do that. Almost destroyed the precious jewels. Worth more than gold. He might get some clams while he's digging for gold. Then we can have clams for dinner and save even more money. Hey Rachel, I hope you're having a good day. And welcome Douglas and Joey. So the largest piece that he's found. What's the largest piece of gold that you found?
Probably about as big as my pinky fingernail.
Yeah, as big as his pinky fingernail. But heavy, weight-wise, 5 grams was the biggest weight he got in one day. So we're not really getting huge nuggets of gold. What we're getting is what we call flour gold, which is basically flakes that come off the mother lode, which the mother lode is probably not far from here because we do get a lot of the flakes. But we have to, like I've said, wait until every time the river goes through. And depending on how hard the river goes through, if you get the river going where this water line up the top is, if you get it slamming up there, it can slam gold into these places here. And you can be looking down here when it's up there. So it changes every time. This is why you've got to keep on doing test spots and making sure what you're doing is working, so that you're sort of, getting to the right spots and gathering the most gold you can before another flood comes through and moves it all out again. So it's like a game, it's chasing something. It is literally chasing it. And we get really weird weather, so we never know when it's going to start pouring rain or what's going to happen. This bank could be dry for 5 years and then suddenly we have a deluge and it pushes everything down again and it can be fully flooded. Oh, frisbee it. This one? Oh, okay. Oh, the giant pan. Okay, ready? Here we go. Pan throwing competition. This could become an Olympic sport. Let's go. Well, it's spinning nicely. Pan DJ. That's what you could do. Put some of your music in the pan and play it. Hi, Donald from Texas. How you going? Invent a gold magnet. Wouldn't it be nice? We'll have to see if someone can come up with one. Hi, Frederick. And now, guys, if I'm missing you guys and not saying hi, it's because I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm filming mostly. But everyone who's come in, who hasn't been on the channel, welcome. And those who have come back, thank you so much for coming back and supporting the channel and supporting Josh's endeavour with his gold hunting. This is my journey. Hi, from Jacksonville, Florida. Wow, cool. Hi, Ron. Doran, how you going? Speaking of weather changes, the weather's about to turn again. And we're getting a lot of wind coming through. So Lucky Gold's heavy and doesn't blow away. So he's going to fill this bucket right up with whatever he can get from the bottom. And then we'll run that through the trommel. And then he'll show you a pan and we'll see how we do. Hopefully, and I think he will get something this time. Not sure if William's still there, but what are you thinking, William? Do you reckon we'll go over all right with this particular area? I think we will. Hi, John, welcome. Yeah, it's starting to get windy now. It's not too bad. I mean, it's only just starting, so you can sort of see a little bit of the trees moving. Like, I'll show you this little gummy over here. It's starting to get its little branches moving around a bit, but it's not too bad. Guys, we're at 233 likes. This is awesome. We were only going for 220, but let's go for 250 before he finishes the bucket. Let's beat him. So we're going to beat you to getting 250 before you fill that bucket. You better get moving. Or we're going to beat you. Oh, thanks, Miles. I think other people would disagree with that. I don't know how good my voice was last night. It was pretty bad. Been doing some karaoke. But thank you, very kind. Tan Trong Ngoc. Hi, how you going? Vietnam? Vietnamese? I'm guessing. I don't know Vietnamese. Like, I should actually learn some. How did you know? How did you know that, Xavier? It's, yeah, well, sometimes, you know, people think I'm actually a New Zealander or an English person. But I'm just how I am. I could fool you all and start speaking in a country American accent. Actually, I might do that in a couple of minutes. So new people coming in thinking I'm an American. They'll be like, where are you? Where are you in the United States? Where are you at? What part are you from? I'd be coming from Tennessee. That's where I'd be from if I was from the United States of America. Be in the backwoods of Tennessee, hunting and fishing, cooking up possum. Ron would like a hamburger. Oh, don't make me hungry. We haven't eaten today. Don't remind us. Actually, we had a hamburger yesterday. That was a nice hamburger, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, we are at 246. Come on, we need to get over 250. He is about ready, almost, I think. He's probably 3/4 full with that bucket. And I'm liking where he's actually getting the stuff from right now. That's where I would have went. That's going to be where it backwashes in. And it comes over the top and goes crashing down. So he's in a good spot right there. We should see some gold. Not always guaranteed, but we should see some. What kind of burgers? Hamburgers. Hamburgers. And we have hamburgers over here with a thing called beetroot. I don't know if anyone knows what beetroot is, but Americans don't seem to use beetroot on hamburgers. English people would know. Probably Asian people use beetroot. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Good night, Narciso Rodriguez. Good night. Hope you sleep well. Hamburgers are not cheeseburgers. No, not cheeseburgers. It wasn't McDonald's. It was a proper hamburger. A good one. Okay. So his bucket is ready and probably pretty darn heavy too. You're going to be very sore tonight because just before this he lifted 16 giant cattle panels that are heavy as heck. Yeah.
There you go. So I'm back. Now, so Nervous Rider is absolutely right. What we're trying to do is we're basically trying to pull most of the good stuff that's directly off the bedrock. It's about within an inch of the bedrock. And it's a process of taking that yabby pump and sucking the stuff off the rock, right? So basically, it's like a big vacuum pump. So in this bucket here, we have basically unclassified material. What you want to be looking for is this silty, sort of softish clay, just like that. And this stuff, hopefully, is going to have quite a bit of gold. Okay, so we're going to run through Trommel. Thank you.
Actually, you need that one. And that one needs to go over
Thank
here.
you. All right, so we're going to start the Trommel again.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
So he's begun the trommel. He'll feed the material in. I'm just grabbing at least one bucket of water if I can, just to help a little bit. Because when you're lifting all day long, it does hurt the arms. And we're losing our water. Actually, you want me to go and get you the one that's not got a hole in it?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll set this up over here
Okay.
on the chair there, and I'll be back, guys, in a minute. Or if you want to hold it, whatever you want to
That's
do.
okay.
I'll go
wait
and
for
get
you.
you that.
Thanks for that. So we got Nervous Rider. She's taken off over there to get the other other watering can. If you like, yeah, go for it. Good work. All right. So good. See if on the other side. Coming through. Here she comes. I like beef, says Ed Buds. I like beef too. Wow. I'm so lucky I got so much help today. Who has the best beef burgers? That's a good question. I want to know that one myself. Okay. Welcome everybody. I really appreciate y'all being here. Very cool. That's me, awesome people in the chat. And pretty much just we're gonna let the Trommel run dry for just a bit. And I'm just gonna read some of the chat while we're waiting on Nervous Rider to get back. Is there a crocodile in that water? You know, I haven't actually seen much aquatic life in this. Whoa, shit. All right, I just fell. That's what happens when you have your chair in a bog. Look at that. All right. I haven't seen much aquatic life here, so maybe that's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. All right. Calgary, Alberta beef. How have I been? I've been pretty good. How have you been? Thank you so much. Thanks for the good luck. I bet there's snakes in there, though. Yes, there is. We do have eastern browns, and there's a whole lot of reptilian life I have seen. You gotta, just over there. Stop the machine a minute. Y'all hear that? Can anyone tell me what bird that is? Connie Flynn, how are you? We got frogs. So those birds you might have heard just up in that tree. They're called kookaburras. They're awesome. Okay, so she's going to get the water can, and then we can get back to work. What state and country are you in? I'm in a very good state. I'm in an excellent state of mind, Ken. Thank you so much. And we're in Australia. Be able to garden there in the winter? Maybe at the greenhouse? That would be good. Winter there currently, yes, definitely. All right, Perth is a safe swimming spot, right? I thought the frogs as well. Okay, cool, guys. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I think I hear Nervous Rider coming back with the watering can, and we're going to go ahead and try to get back onto the gold. And we'll see how we go. You guys are being awesome. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, because a lot of cool stuff that happens on here. It's all unscripted. Find gold to find gold. If I don't, I don't. Here she comes. Thank you so much, Ragu. Awesome. We got reinforcements coming in. Ed Bud says, let's get the gold. Here she comes. How cool is that? How far is the camp from our claim? 2,250, 36. Hey, JC, how you? Welcome. Welcome. Wow, good job. All right, she's got those watering cans. Good work. Terrific. Okay, she's filling up those watering cans for us. That's really good. And I'll go ahead and start the machine now. Get back on it. Uber delivery. Ah, thank you. Thank you for that. As safe as it is, Ron Mitchell. Hello, Birmingham, Alabama. All right, cool. Crush the night. Very cool. All righty.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much for doing that.
That's all right.
Wow.
Oh, 263 likes, but we've got 470 people in there. Let's make it 300 if we can.
Thank you.
Hi, Glenn. How you going? From Yuma, Arizona. Fantastic. Arizona sounds like an interesting state. I bet you there's plenty of gold there. So we're feeding, and so this time it is the actual...
This is the prime material just here. So this is the A-list stuff. This is where we're hoping to find the most gold.
Whereas earlier we had the tailings from the other A-list stuff.
Yep.
This is your raw material. It hasn't been worked.
That's right. And it seems also we're in a bit of a wash layer because this is some really old pottery or porcelain, and that's a good sign too. It shows us whatever I'm working now hasn't probably ever been worked in 100 years. We're getting old pottery, old porcelain, stuff like that. Good wash layer.
Hi, Bucky Solis. How you doing? Hi, Ragu.
All right.
And that's it. JC, the Montana cat. Crushed the night.
Wow, cool, cool.
So here we go, Denny's back washing again. Come on, guys, slam that like button so we get up to 300. We want 300 before we do another pan. I think it won't take long. G'day, Laurie from Oregon. How you going? And of course, I'll start moving these tailings off. Clearing it up a little bit. Here comes that piece of pottery. You'll get ejected in a second. There it goes. Back out the spout. Got a little bit of quartz down in here, so that's good because wherever there's quartz, it's a good sign there could be some gold. That's not good. See people throwing this crap in the river. Not good. If you are ever out at rivers and estuaries and creeks, don't throw your rubbish in them. You'd be surprised how damaging it is to the wildlife. And the things I've had to do and help animals because they've been injured on glass bottles and things like that crossing the creek. It's bad. Like most of the people who live out in the middle of nowhere, they never throw their rubbish anywhere because they understand how the wildlife works. But, you know, sightseers and stuff, if you're sightseeing, don't go out. We've got about 150 cockatoos in the tree over there. They might start making some noise.
Gotta change my hat.
Yeah.
It's getting real hot out here. This will help protect the neck. Good. Gotta protect the neck.
Farmer hat. Okay, Calvin. I'm just going to have to say bye to Calvin. We can't have that kind of thing going. Hi, John from Texas. He's found a fair bit over the years, but it's a long process. It's not enough to live off, I'll put it that way. But it's a good hobby. Every now and again it'll make some money. But he does it because he loves doing it, and it gets him outside and doing stuff that's, you know, healthy and good for you.
That's right. Absolutely right.
So let's have a look again. We're getting a bit chunky down here. And you want to be careful when you're actually doing this that you don't get yourself cut, because there are a lot of sharp objects that can come through the creek. As a matter of fact, Josh got cut the other day. Comes the last of it.
And the last of the bunch,
I'm seeing shiny stuff and I'm not sure what it is. It's not gold though. Just shiny. That's definitely not gold. It's disintegrated. Okay guys, we're at 284. We need 300 if you want to see a gold pan happen. And it won't be long before he'll be ready to do one. Although I think you're going to do a few more buckets first, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, getting covered in mud. Oh, now I saw, look at that, that's a Sharpie. Looks like an arrowhead. Okay. Processing a lot of material very quickly. I got a good feeling today. It's washing, 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 and here it comes. Come on guys, we need 11 more likes. And please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And again, a big thank you to our moderators today who've been on here working hard and keeping things in the chat running smoothly. Alright, before that gets itself, that big stone there.
looking real good, looking excellent. Very, very good.
Is it working now? I think I may have just accidentally pressed on that. Okay, it's back. Good. Sorry about that. Sometimes we get a little bit of debris on the screen, and got another piece. Hang on. Got a bit of mud on the screen actually. Right. It's my hand off in the water. Okay, so while he's getting another bucket, I'll fill up the watering can. Like to be 2 steps ahead of things. You should see how I pay my bills. I'm 2 years ahead in most of my bills. So I don't like it when I get. I've never gotten behind, to be honest. I don't allow myself to get behind. Everyone should be that way. Yep, hang on. keep tossing. Here we go. Do you need the pan? Do you need the pan? Oh no, because the pan's there. Okay. Yep, okay. Just going to pour this one into this one real quick. So you go for more there in that bucket. Oh, we got the 300. Thank you, guys. Yes, I pay ahead with everything. 2 years with things like your rates and things, your land taxes. I pay 2 years in advance so I can never be in trouble and end up losing what I own. You should be smart like that. And things like the utility bills, I'm 1 to 2 years ahead in. Pretty much all the time. I just pay every time and then I pay extra. It's a good habit to get into, and then it banks up, and over a few years you end up so many months ahead. And sometimes if you have a disaster like your fridge or washing machine breaks or something, you can actually then use it as a bank to get what you need if you really, really need it. So it's good. It's a good thing to do. If you do it from when you're young and you stay in that habit, you'll never be in trouble with money, no matter what amount of money you have. I can hear somebody over there. Dogs are going crazy. Not sure who that is. Yeah, too many people live on credit these days. That's the problem. And that way, if he ever finds a decent sized amount of gold, what he gets is for him. He doesn't have to pay bills with it. It's already there. They're already done. So it just makes a lot of sense to sort of keep things going in that way. And like I said, it's all about your habitual behaviours. If you're in the habit of doing it, it becomes very easy. And before you know it, you look there and you see, oh my God, I'm at least 2 years ahead. Wow, okay, I can relax if something goes wrong. And always have a nest egg as well. Doesn't have to be a lot, but enough to be able to, buy groceries for at least a month and get your petrol for at least a month. Or buy horse feed for a month. If you always have a little bit extra, it doesn't take much. Even if it's $5 a week, $10 a week, $20 a week, it adds up. Just like the little bits of gold that Josh finds. They all add up. Some people look at it and go, oh, well, that's ridiculous. You've just done all that work for that. But when he adds it all together and then he shows the entirety of it, people are like, oh, wow, okay. That's really good. Thanks, Lean Bear. Hi, Nolan. How you going? Another fisherman. There's a lot of fishermen on YouTube. Some really good fishing channels out there. I watched one that's in Korea, and they catch they're on Jeju Island. They catch an awful lot of fish. I can't tell you what the channel is because I don't know. I can't read Korean, but I can tell you they're the biggest fishing channel that Korea has. So if you just type in Korean fishing channel, they'll come up first and you'll be able to watch them. They often fish off a break wall. Occasionally they fish off a boat, usually off the break wall. Dogs are going off. I'll pop this down on here for a second. I'll be back. Check when the dogs are. Oh, hang on a second. Let's get this back on the battery. Look at it. All right, guys, I'm going to sit this over here for a second, and I will be back. Enjoy the view. Remember, if you haven't liked and subscribed and hit the notification button, please do so. So you can see what he does over and over again, and hopefully we've hit something big. I'll be back. Okay, all good. They're just having a bark at one of the horses, so all good. It's safe to swim in Ohio. Okay, so you don't get alligators or anything like that? There you go.
So we've got ourselves a little half bucket here. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you think there's going to be more material. We've actually got a little half bucket, so we're going to run that. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to check the slurry tailings just with the pan and see what might be falling off the actual trommel. We'll just do that in a minute, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to run this bucket, this little half bucket.
Welcome, Ellie, the creator. Marku, welcome, hi. I think it's crazy that in America there are bears and mountain lions. Are you guys where they are? I know there's a few people that I've met that are from areas where there's a lot of cougars and a lot of bears. We love squirrels. We have a black bear friend. Cougars everywhere. Oh, be careful. Lots of bears. Oh. Hi, Charlie from Nebraska. How you going? Linda's got all types of creatures in California. Ragu's got bears. Wow. I'd be petrified if, bad enough the creatures that are here, but I could not handle living where there's bears. I wouldn't go outside. How do farmers go in those communities where there's bears? Do they get a lot of stock getting killed by the bear, or is it more so that the bears stay in their own territory? I've seen a few things where the bears come out and come into the city, get in people's swimming pools and things. Right, he's just about to pour the rest of that bucket out now. Here comes the rest of it. He's just washing that down. Oh, you've got mostly deer. Yeah, deer are interesting things. We get them here. They're not native though. There used to be a deer farm a while ago, and they let their deer go when they left, and I think it was a couple of 100 years ago that they're bred everywhere. They're all over the place. About 100 years ago. We enjoy an occasional smoked clam and crackers. I can't eat shellfish. I'm actually allergic, so I'm allergic to shellfish, crustaceans, whether they be in the ocean or whether they be in fresh water. Which is a shame because I do like the taste of prawns and lobster, but I can't have it. And it's a real bugger when you live near the ocean and most of your food comes out of the ocean and everyone's sitting there eating some nice lobster and you're stuck eating a flathead. Mind you, I don't mind. I don't mind the taste of flathead. Right, so this is going to finish off that last little bit there.
Okay, looking good. So you know what we'll do? Stop in the Trommel. And as I said before, what we'll do is we'll walk down this little pan just down here. Because we just want to see if we're running too quick or if we need to adjust something.
Hold on. I've got to grab the battery with it. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Alright. JC says, people will scare you more than bears ever will in America. Well, yeah, sometimes I think that too, but there are good people. You just got to find them. You've got to just be discerning and careful about people that you're around. Make sure you find kind people. So he's just almost like kneading dough, turning the material to break it up. Jason, how you doing? You're up there in New Hampshire, northeastern. Ah, and you have bears and mountain lions and deer. Nothing to worry about like the crazy things we have here. Yeah. Where am I at? He does find gold, and he often finds it, just not in huge amounts, but he still finds it. Let's see if we can get those likes up to about 350 in the next minute before he shows us the gold. He might not show it if we don't like it.
Well, actually, we're hoping there's not going to be much in this pan because this is the slurry tailings, and we want to make sure those mats are all catching most of the stuff. But it's always a win-win though. If we see gold, it's okay. If we don't, that's okay too.
Have I ever seen a leprechaun? No, but I've seen some strange things out in the bush. They're a bit unexplainable.
I kind of look like a leprechaun today, don't I?
Hey, well, the leprechaun has a pot of gold, doesn't it?
It surely does. It's at the end of a rainbow. Of course, we don't have a rainbow today.
I thought the leprechaun was sitting on a four-leaf clover. Does he go on the rainbow as well? I have no idea.
His pot of gold is supposed to be sitting at the end of
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
I think.
That's
Not
correct.
sure exactly how that goes. But thing. I want to grab that piece of bedrock out of there. It's disrupting the flow.
Yeah, Jason, it can be, but you may still be able to find gold where you're at. Just because it's not rich in gold doesn't mean that there's no gold. You may still be able to find certain pockets of areas where you find it.
Okay, so let's see what we're losing out of the mats. I hope we're not losing much, but we shall certainly see. This should tell us. Wash that down. And there's another little micro speck there. However, that's pretty darn clean.
Yeah,
Let me
that
just
looks
tap
good.
that down.
That's a good idea. If you had a clear gold pan, that would be a good idea.
Actually, that's a great idea.
But it probably wouldn't stay clear for long. It would get scratched fairly quickly. It's all the materials.
A little bit of microfine stuff there. But again, it's nothing to worry about.
So you probably won't be able to see the dust bit.
Oh, right, just right here.
It's on.
Just right there at the top of my finger, we have one little micro speck. See if we can zoom in. It's right there. And so, here are our losses out of the slurry tailings for 2 buckets worth, or 1.5 buckets worth. That's not too bad. So, as I said, we want to see minimal losses in this pan, and that's a good thing. That one little speck, I am gonna put it in the snuffer bottle, but out of all that, I'm not too worried. So I think what we might do is we're gonna check the mats now and see what we're getting just out of that stuff, because you gotta remember today we are running the bedrock stuff, so we're right down close to the bedrock. So these mats actually, out of that 1.5 bucket, might actually have something substantial in there. I don't know why that says it's running out of battery when that's charging.
It should be on. Is that charged?
Yep, says it does. No, it says it's charging. For some reason, it's on 20%.
Oh yeah, because it went right down.
Oh yeah, okay, that's
I saw
okay.
it when it was 10%.
No, that's
that's
okay.
why.
That's all good. So we'll
The notification didn't come up until then. So.
Bring that back over there.
Okay.
No, that's all good as long as it's charging. Yeah, that's good.
It's charging.
So what we're going to do, I'm not going to worry about that little piece of gold. But what I do want to do is I want to let's go ahead and check these mats. So, grab some water. What the hell are they barking at? I'd like to know what they're barking. It's all right.
Yeah, we do actually have a black gold pan, but it doesn't catch the gold as well as this green one does.
That's right.
So, I don't know why they made it green. Did they say why they made it green?
It's just scientifically, they do a scientific eye analysis and consensus with people, and
They say it's easier to see that on the green than the black.
Apparently the best, but now it's saying blue is the best, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, so that was the indicator mat. I'm going to quickly check the indicator mat.
Well, it's like how they say potatoes are bad for you, then they say they're good for you, then they say they're bad. They just say whatever. And they need people to buy potatoes, they say they're good. And they need you to buy something else, they say potatoes are bad.
Okay, so what's come out of the indicator mat? I hope not much.
Nothing.
Okay, that's a good sign. Nothing in that, so we're going to check from the bottom up. And in a minute, I'm just going to go and check and see why these dogs are barking so loud.
No, they're just barking. It's at the horse. Toki's lying down, that's why. Don't worry. I just went up there and looked.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right, Donald. Yep, good. Eggs are good, then eggs are bad. It just, I think they just make anything up just to sound interesting or something. I don't know. It's, this is why you just never take things literally, that everything that you see or written down or the news tells you or whatever. You just always investigate yourself. There's no right or wrong way to do anything, really. As long as you're happy with the results, that's all that matters.
Right. Okay. We can see what was in our secondary map here. Wash off that chute. I might actually be able to just pan that in here, so that'll be good. So remember, guys, gold is very heavy, 19 times heavier than water, so it's hard to, sometimes it's very hard to wash down.
Yeah, I've used the old tin pans and they're actually not bad. I've actually got one somewhere, but it's rusted. But you wouldn't use it now. You'd never find anything in it. Oh, that's good, William. William's going to post his first video tomorrow.
Awesome.
So everyone, subscribe to William Allen and watch the video that he puts up.
Yes, that'll be great.
I know, I'll be watching it.
I'd like to see that. That'll be great.
Can you tell us what it's about? I think you'll do well, William. You seem very knowledgeable, and I think that's where knowledge is definitely something people want.
Okay, let's get a bit of clean water in there so we can see what's come out of there. And again, I'm hoping that all the stuff is going to be sitting on that top mat, because
I think it might actually be, apart from that micro speck that you found.
Right, let's have a look up here.
Clean by the look of it.
All right, so we got gold.
Oh, you got some.
Just up here.
Oh, that's quite a big
my finger
piece.
there. Can we see that?
Yeah. There it is. See that little yellow speck
So let's get that in the sun. Can we pull the camera back a little bit?
It's actually easy to see it when
Is it better that way? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can see it.
All right, so we just
there it is.
We just got the one right there, and that's okay because remember we've only ran 1.5 buckets, so I'm going to go ahead and actually pull that out a little bit better so we can see it better. And what you want to look for, as a lot of people know, is you want to look at the angle of the gold, if it's angular, if it's water worn, because it can tell you sometimes just how close you are to the source. We actually got 2 little pieces and some microfines.
You caught a snake in the yard with your daughter, so that's what the video is about?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm
Awesome.
Interested to see that.
That'll be great to see.
Okay, so we've got a couple of...
Okay, so 2 nice little flakes right here. It's not too bad. And that's out of the second mat. We've got some microfine stuff up there as well. So we're definitely still on the gold.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
out of
but
1.5 buckets, and that being the secondary mat, I'm not too worried. So I'm gonna grab my snuffer bottle and we'll get that pulled in. Just got it right here.
I'm just going to snuff bottle that up.
And now we're going to check the first top mat.
And this is where we're hoping we get a lot. Papa! Hush! They can hear me.
So here's your top mat. I'm going to sit that out. First of all, we'll get our hand here. It's okay. You're good. I'm going to dump it.
So if you want
Thank
me to
you.
get
That's
the-
hold it. Okay, now we're going to take this particular mat. We're going to take it over to the watering hole.
Well, William, I think everyone's going to be excited to see this video.
It's going to be awesome.
Hey, Rustic Rich, welcome.
Rustic.
Thanks for
Brian.
coming on last night and having fun
Yes.
with the karaoke.
Thank you so much, Brian.
William likes your hat.
Thank you. This is the one I normally wear.
It's getting old now.
Yeah.
Should be looking at getting another one soon.
I can't stress this enough, people. Do this over a bucket. Don't do it like I'm doing it.
How long does it take? It takes as long as it takes, really. It differs with from the processing from the very beginning to the end. It depends on how much material you're running. Today it's a lot slower because he's having to run the material with no pump, no water pump. And so he's having to do it with buckets of water. And it's taking probably 2 to 3 times longer. So it is a bit slower. But we'll solve the pump problem in the coming days fairly soon. Now he's agitating it like a washing machine. It kind of looks like when someone's fishing and they catch all the fish in the net and they pull it up. You've had the same hat for nearly 20 years. Yeah. Hats they're very personal hats. People don't realise, especially the country folks. Very personal. People nearly die if they lose their hat. They literally have a breakdown if they lose their hat out this way. It's like I've seen people put up rewards for hats, especially the cowboys. Some of their hats are like $1,000 for a hat. It's crazy. Bought a fedora, Lean Bear. You look like a hipster. I could see you wearing a fedora. I think you'd look cool in one. So he's going to get that panned right down as much as possible. Ooh, it just got really cold. Sun's disappeared.
Got to get rid of those big rocks and towel you up.
You like to wear the biggest hats you can find. Well, yeah, I like the Mexican sombrero hats, to be honest. If I'm out gardening, I prefer ones like that because they do keep you covered, especially from the sun. Oh, hold on a second. Where's she going? Papa! Cease!
So we're ready to do this reveal, but I still can't speak. My lips aren't working for some reason.
Do you need some water?
Maybe in just a bit.
Yeah, because you haven't had any.
Just want to thank you all for being here, doing great, and helping me out a whole lot. We got Nervous Rider here, camera girl, holding the camera for us. Thank you guys so much. All right. So let's just see what we got in the first mat. Okay, now I want to show you something straight away. This is always a good thing to see. We have a little ball of lead shot just here. Can we see that? Is that good? I'll point to it. A little ball of lead shot. So that tells me that where I'm pulling this stuff off the bedrock, heavy stuff is certainly falling there. I always want to see that. Let's finish the reveal.
There's going to be some gold in here.
I hope so.
I think there will be. I'd be very surprised if there's not, given where you're digging.
Okay, I'm already seeing it come off the top there. How much of it, I don't know, because sometimes there can be a whole lot of lead and a lot less gold, which is
what's happened.
Kind of what's happened.
Yeah,
but
I can see a few. There's a few specks and there's a few.
Yep, so let's just see it through the camera there.
So there we go.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4.
One up on the side there too.
Got our lead ball here. So, it's a good thing. Always a good indicator, and we actually got some gold down here too, just where the finger is.
You want to check up your top.
Yep, just show the finger there.
Yep.
Just that little piece right in there. Okay, so we're definitely still on the gold. Let's check on the top there. And we've got gold on the top as well. So just here, these two little bits there.
Yep.
All right, not too bad, not too bad. Now, remembering, guys, we have literally only just ran 1.5 buckets worth of material off that bedrock. It's not too bad. It's about probably below average for the spot. But there's things that we have to factor in. Number one, the accuracy of the work, how accurate we were able to actually pull the gold-bearing materials off of the bedrock. We're using a hand dredge to do that. Typically, if you were really wanting to, probably just good to sit like that. It's probably actually good to, if you can get some kind of a mechanical dredge in there or electrical dredge, petrol-driven. We're not doing any of that. We're just doing it old school. But you figure, if all these other factors are involved in the professional working material and a couple of other people working as well, this can go probably 8 or 9 times of what it is. The good thing is, it's telling us we're still on the road. You guys have been so good. You've been very patient. Waiting for so long. I know you want to see some big, serious gold. So what I'm going to do, when I can get all this stuff pulled in, I'm going to show you the all-time gold so far.
Yeah, let's get the likes up to 400 so we can see this gold.
Of what we got. We got it just coming out of
Close.
the corner there.
15 more.
Doing great. Doing excellent, guys. Thank you so much. Probably got a little bit more in there. And what this is telling me too is, since we're getting all this stuff, and we're starting to get these lead balls now, we're not getting much of the lead balls out of the overburden that we have been working for the last week. So it tells me more and more that I need to get right down to the bedrock, because that's where all the good stuff is going to be. And wouldn't you know, that lead ball is just stuck inside that hole.
So we need 11 more likes while he gets the lead ball out of the hole.
Oh, it just came out. Okay.
It came out. We're safe. We got 10 more to go. Come on, guys, let's do it so he can show you the gold. 9 more.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Who wants to see the gold?
All right, guys, come on.
We need 9 more likes.
9 more likes, we can see it.
So has anybody got any questions while we wait for those likes to happen? Not really. Okay, we're there. You can do it now.
Awesome.
We got 402. Thanks to everybody who dropped a like during the entire stream. We really appreciate it. Well, we don't have to have them, but it helps the channel. It helps the channel. So that's why, Andrew. It puts you in the algorithm where you can get more viewers and show more people. So other people who don't know about gold, who otherwise would be watching channels that won't actually show you the reality of what happens, get to see how hard work it really is and
That's right.
how to do it.
Thank you. Okay, guys. So in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You ready? Boom. Just up the top there.
There it is.
This is the stuff we're chasing, folks. All that beautiful AU. It's just terrific. Can we pinch zoom in on that? Can we pinch zoom in on it? Yep.
Sorry.
It's all right.
The screen's a bit hard to get to. There we go.
Good job. This is all the stuff we're after, everybody.
And you can see there's a variety of shapes in that gold too. There's some powder and there's some flake and there's some almost piggers.
That's right.
That's what it looks like.
And it doesn't seem like much to some people on here. There are people on this channel, they're prospectors or gold miners that get this every few minutes with what they're doing. But for someone like me, and possibly for someone like yourself, that's a nice, handsome pan. So, it's not always just about the gold, it's about how you get there and the journey and everything, so.
Exactly.
All right, hope everyone's enjoyed seeing that. We're gonna get back onto the actual pay strip. I'm gonna suck all that in. I don't think I've got my top on yet. There we go.
Yeah, well, Bri, you should have a go. Have a go. Just get a pan and have a go. The worst that can happen is you can get a bit wet and have some fun, but that's about it.
Still got some up under there.
There's another bit there.
Okay, we probably got a little bit more
dust
just in there too, so we're gonna tap it down because we do have some microfine gold in there as well. We don't want to lose.
Or yeah, you would be cold if you're coming from a glacier. Oh, I saw another piece.
Yep. So all that sediment just in there, it's got the microfine stuff. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull that in. It's got a little bit of black sand, but very ultra fine. Gold is still valuable. So. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep on rocking now. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. Let's keep working.
Do you want to have a drink of water quickly before
you know what? Let's have a quick little break and wait.
Yeah.
You got some more?
I didn't have any yet, but I'll drink some now.
So we're gonna go ahead and we'll set up the tripod there. I've got your bottle of water here.
Thanks.
We're going to eat some Maltesers.
Courtesy of my lovely girl Bonnie.
Yes. I'll just point you guys right at the trommel, and I'm going to let that run while we have a break.
I don't know how to open it. Oh, seriously.
Good work. Alrighty. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. Alright. So we're gonna just have a quick munch. We're gonna get back onto it.
If anyone wants ASMR munching
Yeah,
in the background.
that's right. Got some nice gold here, gold nuggets of Maltesers.
Gold's inside.
That's their lunch today.
That's good. I haven't had these for a long time. They're very sweet.
Come on, have a seat if you want. So good.
What is the time? I've got an hour and a half till I've got that float coming.
Jason Jones asks, do you own the land? I'll let you answer that one.
Yes.
Melissa, hi. So cool. We still got Matt in the room. Guys, if you don't mind, subscribe to Lane Bear. He's got an excellent channel. Audio engineer, musician, songwriter. Excellent at what he does.
I think William's still here, and I think
We got
Brian's
William,
still here.
Brian. Brian's got a music channel as well. He does country and original songs and some of the most excellent, well-written stuff you can possibly hear. So check out Rustic Rich Originals. Excellent channel.
Yes, I'm going to check it out.
All right, so Briar here. Okay. All right, we got people talking to us. What sells us really good? We got Hesh. What the hell are we looking at? Well, Hesh, this is a gold trommel. And basically, we've just done a clean out, so we got a little bit, just out of 2, or actually 1.5 buckets. So yeah, cool. Thanks for the question. So good. Stepping off a curb, a nugget was seen in the gutter, Cripple Creek, thunderstorm ended. Hesh says farm equipment. Oh, Ruffles. Where are you at, Daylight? So we got everybody, I think everybody's having lunch too. That's really good. Ah, so good. Happy to have some chocolate. Why do you know, or how do you know where to start digging or whatever? So Rodney Skinner, that's a good question. What you want to do is if you're in a creek, say for instance, if you're in a very straight creek that has no bends or anything, you want to check your sides of your creek. But for me, in this instance, we're working off of a spot that has bedrock, exposed bedrock, that I'm trying to peel away the overburden to get right down to. Good question. Lunchtime here, God bless you all. Thank you for the shout out. Excellent. Awesome. Cripple Creek is a mining city in, I'm not sure where CO is.
Columbia?
Columbia, maybe?
British Columbia?
Is it?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Hesh asks, where is this?
Colorado.
Colorado.
Well,
Oh,
you
yeah.
should know. You're from there. I'm not.
No, North Carolina. Tim says, hey, can you see the moon or is it too cloudy?
Can't see the moon today. I saw it the other day.
Oh, William, cool. I can barely see the screen. Colorado. That's all right.
Moon's not out.
Isn't it?
It was out the other day when I was up at the place,
Wow.
up in the bush.
I just ate some sand along with that. South Carolina, Jason Jones. Zoo Archer.
There's a lot of people from North and South Carolina on YouTube. A lot.
Yeah.
And also
that.
Kansas. Kentucky, and Alabama,
Yep.
and Missouri as well.
Yep. Boring name is in South Carolina too. Joaquin says hi. Christopher Robin is in Houston. Very cool. They got real bad with the floods. I was there just before the floods. Really sad. Yeah, flooding is really bad. So, some people in the Great Lakes area. Am I mining gems? We're actually looking for gold. Yeah, good question, Al. Thank you. In a moment, we'll get back to it, but we're going to have a quick break. I want to check your phone there. You got a bit of a beep.
Oh, probably someone wanting to buy good stuff.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Rustic Rich, you're in Kentucky, but moving back to Missouri. Cool, man. I hope that goes well. So Jay Yanko asks, what state are you in? I'm in a pretty good state today. Thanks for asking. Joaquin says, we have that here, just a little bit harder to find. It is hard to find. That's what makes it so valuable, I suppose. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start up the trommel again.
I'm trying to undercut me.
Oh, they're trying to get it cheaper.
Said, no, price is firm.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yeah. That's actually a good price for what you're asking.
It's actually probably $500 less than what I should be asking.
Yeah. So Mustang asks, what is this live about? Hello. We're doing a bit of gold mining today, Mustang. Thanks for the question. I'm so hungry.
Just eat the rest of it. I'm fine.
Awesome.
No, I've had enough.
Good morning, Carol, Mustang Guy, Bryce. Thank you so much. All right, guys. I didn't realize how hungry I was.
Yeah. Well, you're going 100 miles an hour. You didn't eat this morning, did you?
No.
Make sure you didn't put enough fluid in.
That's right. Okay. Load the map back up.
Trommel. Get back. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Nice and good in there. There you go.
Yep, it's good.
Awesome.
It just went completely off. I didn't touch the screen or nothing.
There might have been a drop of water on there.
Oh,
It's all
okay.
good.
Yeah. Thought we'd lost everything. Okay, we're back here. We're just... Oh, no, you've got to go and grab some more, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to head off and grab some more. Do you want to talk and I'll get some for you?
You'd have to wear this stuff.
No, I'll just go over the edge over there.
You fall in.
I won't, I'm steady.
Do you want to run this
I'll do a bucket.
I'll tell you what. I'll go and get you the material, and let's see Nervous Rider run the trommel.
Running the trommel's the easy part.
You reckon?
I want to be responsible for actually getting the gold No, it's all good. You do it.
Okay, I'll get
You
you
do
the
it.
material and then you run.
I probably wouldn't be able to lift up anything anyway. Ow! Nearly fell over. No way I'm getting in that water. Not today. Too cold. Years ago, yes, I used to be always in the water, but not now. And it's quite chilly. We'll zoom in so we can watch him. Where's he gonna? He's gonna go back into the back of that little enclave there, and I might run some of the side bank. Oops, what am I doing? Yo, you. Hello from China. Hi, how you going? Thanks, Victor, for answering questions. He will show you how to make a trommel. He'll teach you how to build one. He's just got to get time to do it. At the moment, he's just building the channel up, and then he will build the trommel on the days when he's not running material. So you might get a series of bits and pieces where he builds the trommel. You'll learn how to do it from scratch. And how to do it where it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. What am I doing? There he is. Sorry about that. But it's a good suggestion. Yep. Oh, I didn't really get it far enough. I'll tell you a funny story. One time they thought I'd had a heart attack at the hospital, so they decided they were going to do what they call a stress test on me to see whether or not they needed to do any further testing. And what a stress test does is they put you on a treadmill, and there's 10 different levels of fitness on the treadmill. The number one being the lowest level, where if you had a bad heart condition, you probably would start doing number one and then pass out. So anyway, number 10 being you're the fittest person on the planet. Now, they put me on this treadmill, and it got faster and faster and faster, and levels were going up. I'm at level 7, level 8, level 9, level 10, and kept on going. And the guy's looking at me and he says, okay, you've completely blitzed it. There's nothing wrong with your heart. You're good. Most people cannot get past level 8. You're at level 10. Now, before he put me on the treadmill, he'd said to me, when you stop, I'll say stop, and you've got to jump up and put your feet to the side and stop. Well, I didn't do that. When he says stop, after he's told me I've passed level 10, I'm thinking, oh, this is like a Super Mario game. I've just passed 10 levels. I'm fit as a fiddle. I don't have to worry. I'm not going to die. I jumped back on the treadmill, which is going at super speed, and got flung off backwards, hit the floor. The doctor was horrified. They had the doctor, the technician, and the nurse. All three of them were in a massive panic. And I just got slid across the floor. And they just didn't know what to do. They thought that, then they're like, oh my God, oh my God. And I just burst into laughter. I was laughing. But they were having a heart attack. And I said to them, you probably need to get on the stress test yourself now. But it was funny as heck. They said it's never happened before. No one's ever been so stupid as to get flung off the treadmill. That was me that did it. I was like, oh my God. If you want to see somebody who's dangerous and stupid, yeah, that's me. Someone will say, don't do that, and I'll go and do it, and then I'll get injured. Or they'll clearly instruct me in something, and I'll do the exact opposite. I don't know why. It was a funny day. Here, I'll wave. How many fingers do you want me to hold up? Do you want to know it's live? How many fingers? 1, 2, 3, 7 fingers? I don't have 7. I've got 10. No, actually 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. You want me to hold up 2? 2 fingers. There you go. I'm definitely live. I'm definitely here. Unless we're all inside a giant simulation and this is all simulated, in which case we're all screwed because none of us is real. And yes, I have explored that theory many times. There's actually a few scientists who are extremely sure that we're in a simulation. It's crazy. Well-known scientists too. Smart, intelligent people. Makes you wonder. But if we are in a simulation, I want the simulation to go where we find a lot more gold than what we're finding. That would be nice. If you ever visit the Americas, up there you go. I've never been to America at all. I'd love to go and see some of the countryside over there. North Carolina looks really beautiful. As a matter of fact, when Josh was over there last, he actually did some live streams. Well, not live streams, but FaceTimed me and showed me all the rivers and stuff up there. It was really beautiful. A lot of gold, I'd say, in those hills. Now, you should get something out of this. Good, he's classifying early, so it makes it a bit easier to run the material. You guessed right. That is a eucalyptus tree. It's a blue gum. Baby blue gum. Thankfully, we're getting a few of them growing back. A lot of the younger trees have died over the years because of the drought, but these, I think, will be okay. So he's digging away there. I can hear him scraping the bedrock there. At least I think that's the bedrock. Is that the bedrock? Is that the bedrock? Yep. So he's hit the bedrock. So that's a good way to be, right on the bedrock there. That's where the gold's going to be sitting. And when you've got a shale bedrock, it really helps when you're using the pump to pull stuff up from the bottom, because it's got a suction and it helps to suck it out of the crevices if there's crevices in there. And of course, bedrock has a lot of cracks in it, and you can find a lot of gold in those little crevices. Is it true that Australian women love American men? I don't know. I can't really speak for Australian women. Maybe they do. There's actually quite a few Americans in Australia, surprisingly. There's quite a lot. I met a young lady who come and bought something off me, and her partner was from the United States. He's from New York. I think what women really like is men who are kind and decent. I think that's what they prefer. It doesn't matter what nationality they are, as long as they're treated well. I think that's all they're worried about. Now he's going to dig that out there. And we're getting a lot of rock there. And he's going to have a lot of material that's going to have quite a bit of root system through it. So that could have some gold there, like a little net. He had a heart attack on the treadmill. Told technician I said shoulder pain had determined my heart rate was very high. They also continued almost came. Called me back. When you were almost home, they called you back. Oh my God. I hope you're all right. That's pretty crazy, yeah. Well, they asked me after I'd finished and everything, and they told me your results are excellent. They asked me, what do you do? Why are you so healthy? I said, because I ride horses. And I walk probably 10 to 15 kilometres a day doing work with the horses. So I haven't been doing that lately though. But back then, I was fit as a fiddle. Now I can hardly get on top of the horse at all. I struggle. But then again, I suppose, when I do meet other ladies who are around the same age as me, they are astonished at what I do but it's only because I have to do things. So when you've got to do it, you get fit and you stay fit. That's why I love my animals. Aside from the fact that they're wonderful creatures and they give you a lot of love and they help you through a lot of things, the routine they give me is just as important as well. Keeps me getting up early in the morning every morning and moving, so I don't sit still and lock up and end up not moving, because when you get older, your bones start to grind, and I've got no cartilage in my knees. Didn't help when I come off a postie bike and went over a brick pallet and smashed. That was pretty bad. I've done some dangerous things, but you got to live. You got to live. The worst thing I ever did, you'll never guess, so I'll just tell you. I drilled through my own finger. I legitimately drilled through my own finger. And I was horrified, needless to say. I was doing some craft and I was drilling through some seashells, which was also a problem because I'm allergic to crustaceans. So when I drilled through and it went into my finger and then it went right down and through, they were worried about the allergies that I had, but that was okay. The seashells had been washed, so I was okay. But yeah, that was a stupid thing to do. Then I went on a forum and asked all the people on there who had all drilled through their finger. It was a forum for people who drilled through their fingers or their toes or some part of their body. I was the only female on there that had done it, and they were all like, what the hell? How did you manage that? I slipped, actually. I slipped while I was drilling, and somehow my finger went between the shell and the drill bit. Lucky it wasn't a big drill bit, but by God, that was the most painful thing that's ever happened. I've given birth to 5 children, 1 set of twins, and I'll tell you right now, drilling through my finger was far more painful. I don't recommend it. I really don't. Oh, sorry, I'm not. No, I haven't even read. Is it true they call kangaroos joeys? Baby kangaroos are called joeys, yeah. Oops. William said the spot looks promising. William said that spot looks quite promising, yeah. Hi, Hassan. Yep. Okay, that sounds good. Super concentrated bucket coming. Can we see you? Can we see you? I was on the motorbike a minute back. I think he was filming then. Sorry, Carol. Yeah, I'm not actually a paid cameraman, so I don't exactly do the best job in the world. But I'm not going to stop talking though, because people don't tell me what to do. So I don't think you should be that rude. If you don't like listening to me, mute it. That's fine. But don't be rude. I was a cabin illustration. Tried to cut my thumb off with a circular saw. Whoa. Oh, that would have hurt, Donald. That would have really hurt. Yeah, look, if people are rude, I will call them out. I work with behaviours and I've worked with them for years, and it's just how I am. If I think you're being rude, I'll call you out and I'll tell you what I think you should do about your behaviour. And it's up to you what you do with what I say, but I don't deal with badly behaved people or rude people. I understand people want to see what's going on. I'm doing the best I can. So, you're just going to have to accept that. And can't work miracles. Looks like he's going to get this bit over here to go there. Why does it look like 1920s gold panning? Well, because gold panning really has stayed relatively the same since the beginning of the invention of the gold pan. But it will change in a minute when he shows you the actual machine that he uses to run the material through, the raw material through. Is it really hot or is it comfortable? It's actually pretty comfortable today. It's a little cold still, so the water's not too bad, but it's still a little bit cold. But we are starting to notice that it is starting to warm up a lot more. So the weather is starting to warm up. And then when it warms up, he'll be able to be out here all the time, because when you do this for 3 or 4 hours in this cold water, it takes a bit of a toll on the hands and you can't feel anything. So when you get to a point where you can't feel anything and you're numb, it's hard to work. He does really well though with keeping things going. You can hear the frogs. I don't know if you guys can hear the frogs there, but All right, so he's going to classify this bucket here. And then I would say that will be the last bit he'll be bringing over. Oh, hold on a sec. It's going to put you guys down. I think we may have somebody here. All right. I'll be back. Rightio, here he comes with the bucket. You're glad for cold weather. I prefer the cooler weather too. The heat is a little bit harsh when you get older.
Yeah, this is
You right?
a lot heavier than most of the buckets because it's double concentrate. Okay, so this is Nervous Rider's bucket. She's going to have fun working this.
I might not even have time to because I've got that man coming.
Yeah, okay, that's
I'll just put through a couple of bits and give you a break for a bit. And you can do a talk on some stuff.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Just be careful with your camera skills. You might get tired.
Good job. Okay. All right, guys. Here we have Miss Nervous Rider working the bucket. And if y'all haven't already, please do subscribe to Nervous Rider.
But do be aware, when I am on my channel, I do not pay attention to the chat because I'm working with horses. So when I'm doing the horses, I do not pay attention to chat. My focus is solely on safety. So don't take offence if I don't reply. I sometimes will walk up and speak to people on chat, but most of the time I don't. So don't be offended by that. If you do ever watch any of the things I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a different dynamic to this.
Tommy D said hi. Wow. So cool. All right, I'm gonna get some water for you. Okay. Oh, welcome everybody. So glad you're all here today. We got Miss U98. Hello. Kel Klein. Sorry, or somebody, or Kai Klin. What time is it there? Hello. You guys are being awesome. Okay. I'll let you pour your water. We got it all coming out over here. Beautiful. You're doing a great job.
Not very hard.
Nope. Doing a good job. Fantastic. The great thing about this, so Big Boy, we're doing a bit of gold mining today with the Trommel. Upgrade your Trommel since I've been, no, it's actually stayed quite the same. Yeah, thanks for the question. All right, this is a great opportunity for me because I get to see someone else operate it besides me, and this is a good learning opportunity for myself. Looking good. William, I definitely sure, I've tried my best. Good question. It's hard to know oftentimes, but I think it'll be a winner. I should grabbing some more water. Hello, I watched you several days ago. Love the content and the mechanics of yourself. Fantastic, thank you. Thank you so much. Carrie, hello. I hope so too, William. I hope so too. Nervous Rider is doing a fantastic job. Feeding the trommel.
Not very hard. That's the two that you can this part. The hard part's what you did.
Oh, thank you so much, Deanna. You've now subscribed as I want to share it with my friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Have a look at some of this slurry coming off of here. Looking good. Clearing off pretty well. Thank you guys so much. Darnell, why don't you use a pump? Well, Darnell, I was using a pump earlier in the week, but it broke. So we're having to hand feed it with water now.
Yeah, when you don't live in town, you can't just go to town whenever you want.
That's right. Thank you. That's right. Thank you for the question. This is terrific, guys. Thank you all so much. So what's trapping the gold? Well, I'll give you a sneak peek at what's trapping the gold in just a moment. Back from Pennsylvania, 1:04 a.m. Well, Tyler, I salute you. Still chasing the yellow stuff, Lawrence? Absolutely. Now I'm going to give you a sneak peek at what's catching the gold. We've got a mat just under here. You see that? That's going to be catching most of the heavy stuff when we got it all coming down with the water. Nervous Riders are doing a fantastic job. All right. Excellent work. Where am I at right now, Denise? We are on planet Earth. Thank you very much for the question. I wish I could be more specific than that. Fantastic. Old school Haas. No, but I'm curious as to know how you came up with that assumption. The Opal guy. We got the Opal guy here today. Awesome. How is luck today? Well, today we've got a little bit of luck earlier on in the day, but I think we're going to get a whole lot more luck now because we've got Nervous Rider here who's helping us out with Trommel, and I think she's got a bit of a Midas touch. So let's hope we get some. Get a whole lot more. How is luck for you with the Opal? Thank you so much, Carol. Cash Super G, what's the biggest nugget you've ever found? Well, I'll show you. About the size of my pinky nail finger. The nail on my pinky finger. So not very big. Thank you. Thanks for the question. We got Mellow Summon Box. All right, Nervous Rider's getting some more liquid. Let me pull away some of this stuff. You're all doing fantastic. Let's see if we can get those likes up a little bit higher. We got 235 people in the room, 469 likes. See if we can get to 500. Should I afford my future taxes? Should you afford your future taxes? I don't know, should you? I suppose you should. I think it's a good idea. Well, Nervous Rider is doing a fantastic job. Let's see if we can get all the way to 500, guys. 500 likes. Big nugget incoming, says Lewis. Okay, so the Opal guy says, well, I'm cutting a few currently and none are fantastic. A couple of kind of cool looking. Well, the Opal guy, I got to tell you, it's fantastic that you're finding anything at all, because I have never found a piece of opal. The only thing I've ever found gemstone-wise is a small diamond, and I can't find it. So if you can find opal, even if it's not fantastic, I think you are on the money, my friend. Thank you. Okay, how often do you do this searching for gold, and where to find gold? Well, we do this every probably couple of days, if not every day, every other day. So sometimes you can see me out here, and you can see Nervous Rider here, who's running the trommel. She helps me out sometimes with the camera work, but it's a special day because we've got her here running the actual trommel today, so that's pretty good. And where do you find gold? Well, you just got to find it where you find it. Gold is oftentimes just where you find it. And if you stay tuned to the channel, I'll talk a little bit more about how that happens. So thank you. Stay tuned. Okay. The making of a video. Okay, you'll be making a video of the journey. Fantastic, the Opal guy. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Okay, what time is it for me? Well, it's time to get back to work. Thank you. All right. Nervous Rider's doing a fantastic job. If you guys don't mind, can you give our helper here today? She's doing a really hard job today. Can y'all just go to Nervous Rider on YouTube, and you could subscribe to her channel? I'd appreciate that, please. Thank you. Okay, so D Filler says, why don't you have a spray bar? Well, the reason I don't have a spray bar is because, number one, I don't have a pump. The pump broke down, and the spray bar hasn't come yet because I haven't figured out how to make one yet, so I'm still working on that. Good question. I think you need water at this end to be cleaning up the dirt. You could be losing gold. Good assumption. Excellent work. All right. Nervous Rider's doing a fantastic job. Working very hard. Excellent. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can get to 500 likes. 210 people in the room and 478 likes. Let's see if we can get them up there for our camera girl and help her today. Our gold trommel girl. With the screen, yes, you're actually right about that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab a little bucket of water and I'm going to wash that screen off a little bit. All right. Whew. There we go. Good job. She's working hard.
Not hard. Not hard compared to a horse.
So Nervous Rider has her own channel, and she works with horses with bad behaviors. Sometimes they're badly behaved. So she's excellent at horse behavior and training and the psychology behind working with horses. So if y'all want to know anything about horses, feel free to leave a question, and she'll be happy to answer. Yes, thank you. The material needs to be super clean when it exits the trommel. That's right. Okay, JC, where is this? Donald Payne says Australia. Cool. All right, very good. You did a great job. It's looking good. All righty. So thank you, Nervous Rider. I'll hand the camera back to you, and
I'll give you a break for 5 minutes.
you did great. You did excellent. Okay.
Can't
Watch
see a
that
darn
screen down a
thing.
little bit.
Okay, there we go. It's hard to see. You can't see a darn thing. Sunlight.
Am I red on my back?
Show me.
I think I am.
Yeah, you're burnt.
Oh, fine.
Yep.
Okay, not good.
You need to be getting a wider hat, I think. Yeah, I'm probably burnt too.
What we might do, I'll just run the rest of that, and then we'll do a clean out really quick, and then we might wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, I've got about 45 minutes till the guy comes.
Cool.
So that should be enough time.
All right, so we'll just plug this back up. And
Oh, yes.
yeah, there we go. Actually, it's doing pretty good, but we'll just, actually, no, that'll be fine. Okay. Oh, you did the bucket. Oh, good. Awesome. Okay, guys. So we're coming to the part of the stream now where we're going to do our final clean out for the day and see what we got out of Nervous Rider's bucket. If you haven't already, please hit the like button because it definitely helps our channel out, and
Yep.
it'll help everyone out today. So thank
If
you
we
so
can
much.
get to 500 likes, that would be fantastic. It's all very much appreciated. Doesn't cost anything. Yeah. This will help rinse the remainder out. Get that nice and clean on the inside, especially where those little paddles are.
Pop our retention ring out. Let's go on the pan.
I think you'll get something. Where you were digging looked pretty good.
I think so.
Yeah. And we'll just get the spinal cleanup done back here. Hang on, I can't see anything.
Okay, looking good. Let's clean the screen off again just a little bit.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, please hit the likes. We're almost there. We've only got 8 to go and we've hit the 500 mark, which is really phenomenal, actually. I think it's amazing people can watch from all over the world these kinds of things.
What I will do,
Put the pan up here.
just get all the stuff off from here into a pan, just like so.
good thing was today the water was a bit warmer
Yep.
for you, so that was
Yes.
good because
Excellent.
it's hard on the hands.
That's right. Okay, so that's just the stuff that's come off the apron. So what I'll do, you can sit there, it's all right. I'll come up here.
That's all right, I'll follow. Good.
There we go.
Bit of shade there, that's good.
That's right. Well, let's see if there's anything that's come off the apron.
Oh, thanks, guys. 502 you up
Wow.
to now.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much.
And that's for Nervous Rider today, who's helping us out with the camera, helping us out with the trommel,
Well, I'm not
And
really doing anything
coordinating.
much at all, but
and coordinating the whole chat. So you guys are being
Thank you,
excellent.
very
Thank you
kind.
so much. Appreciate your help and support. Okay, so let's come
Rightio.
off the apron. Anything? Nope, that's good.
Yep.
It means it's all going where it's supposed to go.
Yep. And a frog right there. There we go.
So we're just going to do both these mats combined. So I won't bother checking them individually, I'll just do them both.
I can't even see this
Quite a bit of
screen.
material here. There we go. I'm just going to kind of visually inspect before we do that, because if there's any nuggets that fallen out, we can pick them
Yeah,
off there.
the audience has been fantastic.
You guys have been
Thank you,
amazing.
everybody.
Thank you
Very
all so very
patient.
much.
And there's not a lot of patience in the world these days, so it's lovely to see people being patient and waiting.
That's right. That's one thing gold prospecting can teach us all, is to be more patient. It's such a good
Definitely.
thing. Good thing for your mental health and all that good stuff.
Good in all aspects of life.
That's right. Okay, that looks pretty clean. See nothing interesting on there. So what I'll do is I'll quickly grab the other mat.
And you're going to put it in that pan.
We'll turn the trommel off quickly. Thank you for that. And just want to be careful with this one.
Yep, don't want to lose any of that material.
And you can pop it down. There we go.
Oops.
That's fine. Okay.
Quite a bit in there. That's good.
Wash it down. Wash it down, wash it down. Man.
He did, he made it.
That's right. I like to make things.
Oh, I used to go on ham radio, Donald. I used to go on the CB radio when I was younger. I loved CB radio. You talked to all kinds of interesting people, farmers, truckers.
That's right. Okay, I'll actually bring this all now over to the... Actually, before I do that, I've got to...
You need to clear out the bottom there.
Gotta
Yeah.
get all that stuff off the... I'm gonna wash that
Oh,
right
no,
now.
no. See. And here it comes down the chute into the pan. Ready to go. You got a little bit on the sides on the chute there as well.
Okay, yeah, cool.
You want to
I'll
get that?
I'll grab that, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see what we get. That's very true, Linda. Prosecutors and fishermen know they will have a good time even if they catch anything or not. Yep. And pretty much the same for people who are chasing gold. It doesn't matter if you don't get anything. It gives you a really good feeling physically. You're out there using your body in a good way. The other side. A little bit further up there. Yep, there we go. You got a little bit more. Okay, he's got that now. So just a tad bit on the edge there. As this should be pretty good. Yep, you got it.
Okay, good.
All good.
Okay. All right, so we're ready to do this pan.
You're a ham operator too, William. Yeah, a lot of people are. All right, he's going to take the pan over. And we're going to do the last pan for the day. And let's wish him all the best. And hopefully he gets some good gold here.
All right. I'm just going to quickly pop my coat off. So I want to.
Yeah, you don't want to wet it all.
I already have. So I'll probably just keep it on. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you all so much. So we're just going to knead the material down just like that. Getting all the heavy stuff to fall to the bottom. Don't want to get the cuffs in there, because you get the cuffs in there, you can pull up gold out of there.
It is a joy to be out and doing things like this in nature. We forget with the modern world.
That's right.
And it really does revitalise you and recharge you too. Especially if you're from the city and you haven't been able to sort of be in nature. If you take a gold pan and go by a river somewhere, you're going to feel a lot better.
That's right.
The frog's trying to tell you something. It says, go, 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 go.
That's right.
So Mark, he's just panning for some gold at the moment. He's just finished running a trommel and some pay dirt, and now he's doing the final pan of the first 2 mats. And he's basically starting to get down to the nitty gritty.
That's right.
Working that pan so that
The light material falls off the top and the
Yep.
heavy stays in. That's right.
and it's quite a hard thing to do. It's hard on the arms when you first begin it. It takes a while to get used to it. I remember when he first began doing gold, and he'd be out there all day and be back completely in agony.
Mm-hmm. Happened so many times.
Yeah. This is you're using every muscle in your body literally when you're doing gold. It's kind of a bit like horse riding. You've got to use all your muscles.
Exactly.
So it's a very good way to get fit.
Oh yeah. Okay, there we go.
All right, we're getting really close. Any leeches? Yeah, there are leeches.
They're all over the place, especially in summer. They're funny. They'll crawl up your pan and they'll slink along. They're trying to get to your hands. They're cute. Okay, we got quite a bit of ironstone in this particular one.
I got 82 years old and got around better than I was, around 40 then. Yeah, some people get around really good. Like, I know a lady who's 86 years old and she still can go out and do everything. She's 86. She puts, like, people my age to shame. And they just go, oh, what? If you stay active, that's the whole thing, stay active. If you keep moving, move it or lose it is what they say.
That's right. Okay, guys.
Here we go.
Our final pan of the day. And then, as always, I'm going to show you the all-time gold after this one. But let's see what we got in these riffles in the for the last bucket. Okay, working it down. Okay.
Yep.
Oh
You
my
got a
God.
good one.
Okay.
This
All
is a
right.
good
This
one.
is actually a really good one.
Yep.
Okay.
This has got quite a few chunks,
Can we
actually.
see all that?
Yeah. There's quite a few
Really
chunks in here, so this is nice.
Nice stuff.
And
Okay.
Not revealed fully yet.
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
keep looking.
This is
I
really
think
good.
there's a bit more.
Let me
give it
work
a
that
tap
material
again.
just a little bit further down.
There you go. So you've got in the right spot there on that bedrock there. William, you were correct again.
Yes, William. Thank you so much.
You should hire yourself as a gold finder.
He is the best gold detector of all.
Yeah. He should hire himself out.
William Allen. Terrific.
Yeah, and everybody please subscribe to William Allen, and he's going to put his first video up. Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
See, there's a whole lot of ironstone in there,
yeah.
and it's telling me, like, wow, that's actually not bad.
You've got quite a few specks there.
Let's pull it down. All right, yeah, that's actually a really good pan. It's all over the place, but we got one here. We got, yep, so one just there.
Yep.
Got one right here.
Yep.
All in along the top there.
Chunky one there.
Nice. It's actually, yeah, and we got some really angular stuff too.
Yeah,
So that's pretty darn impressive out of one single bucket. So let me tell you, I think...
And the other thing is, when it's angular like that,
yep,
it means it's coming from the mother lode not too far away.
Exactly. So out of one bucket, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about a 20 spec pan or a 25 spec pan.
Yep.
It's all through there. So this is looking...
We'll try and get as close as possible.
Looking pretty darn good. A lot of fine stuff in there and some ultrafine as well. So out of one bucket, and we've even got some stuff up here as well.
Some stuff up. Yeah,
just where my finger is there.
Yep, little speck
good job.
There.
Good job. Excellent. Good work. All right, so I'm going to clean this off a little bit better.
Lethal Buns, he probably did make about $1.50, but it's the thing is, it all adds up over time. So if you're doing it for a hobby and you're doing a little bit each day and you're getting a little bit each day, do it for a whole year and you're going to have quite a chunk in your pocket.
Okay, so here we go.
So it does add up.
Okay, let's have a quick look. There is a lot of dark ironstone here too, that's always a good indicator. See these little ironstone bits?
Yep.
But all in along there and over through here. This is the stuff that we want, guys. So all good. So thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and get that sucked up in the snuffer bottle. And before we go, as always, we're going to show the all-time gold.
Yep. And thank you to everybody who's been on the channel today. We do appreciate your comments, suggestions, and just the good banter that's been happening. Most people on here have turned out to be wonderful people, so it's really good.
That's right. Thank you all so much. Okay, nearly ready. Looking pretty clean to me.
Good job. And that's just what's on the mat.
That's right.
Next time he'll run the tailings down there.
That's right.
And maybe get even more.
That's
but we
right.
Hope most of it went on the mat.
Since you've all been so good today, you stuck around for all your wonderful likes and comments, and everyone just talking in amongst yourselves and really helping us out today. This is for you guys, and I'm very proud to show you. This is the all-time gold so far. So let's have a quick look. And then I'll let you go to bed because I know everybody's tired and you want to go to sleep.
Yeah,
so.
most people it's probably midnight to
That's
2
right.
o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, some 5 o'clock in the morning.
So 1, 2, and 3. You see it looking
There
out of
you
the corner
go.
there? Beautiful. That's what we want. And do you notice something too, guys? Along with that gold, we got all this beautiful, really dark ironstone, these heavy rocks. Look for that too, you know? These are all good signs. All good signs. Lead, you want to be looking at. You want to be looking at ironstone, looking at anything heavy. If you can get some really big, heavy rocks in your pan, you're doing pretty good because I think you might be onto some gold with that one. So there we go. That's what we're after, people.
Excellent.
That's what we're after.
Good work to that. Well.
And so, everyone, with that, we've got to get going because we've got some animals to feed and some other things to do. But I want to wish you all a beautiful Monday or Tuesday, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, I think that'll be it for the day. So thank you all so very
Yeah,
much.
and thanks to the moderators too.
Yes, thank you guys. If it wasn't for you, we'd be swimming in trolls. So you guys have done amazing. So thank you all so very much. And with that, I'll
Thank
leave you
you,
now.
Lean Bear William.
Yes.
One Wild Gopher. And any other moderators that I might not have noticed because I was focusing on other stuff. Thank you very much.
That's right. Well, you guys have a beautiful evening, and I'll see you all again, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Thank you all so much, and thank you, Nervous Rider.
No worries.
All right,
Have
guys.
a good day.
Have a good one.